Well, that's a really good one, right? I mean, I think there's so many pieces of it, right? Like we need to be more transparent with our algorithms. I had a tech support call recently with Bank of America where they were like, well, we that's what the algorithm does. I tried to explain to the tech person, like, well, actually, someone wrote that algorithm. It can be changed.
Mm.
That was news to them.
Ouch.
So, so part of it is transparency. We need explainability on how these systems work, what they're designed for. All kinds of regulations are coming out around that. I don't know how many of them will be effective. But in terms of algorithmic personalization, a lot of it is elegant design that includes human supervision where appropriate, exceptions, escalations, but also just knowing the limits of it. I mean, this is what you and I and Nicole France had a discussion of this on Twitter, and a lot of it was about recognizing what AI is good for and where the overreach is, right? So when my Amazon devices try to anticipate like various things that they should be shopping for me every day, it's an overreach. They don't understand me well enough to do that. They're just blasting me with spammy crud. But an example of a not overreach that I think can work is I was just listening to this update on retail where because this is also one of the weeks of NRF, which is the big retail show. So usually I'm slogging through the snow in New York right now at that.
Right.
But anyway, they were talking about how for return items, there's obviously a ton of returns going on from holidays, and how Amazon and some other companies are using AI to figure out what stuff should actually be returned and what stuff they should just refund, don't bother shipping. So that's a really appropriate use of AI, which can really calculate accurately and at scale, like what the cost benefit of a return of a particular item is. So that's a great example of it. So a big part of it is just not overpromising and overreaching. The technology is not, it's very useful, but it becomes very intrusive and annoying when it tries to do more than it's cut out to do.